Good morning, everyone. I'm Taufiq. I'm from Indonesia. Right now, I'm working at Bizzy, now part of Warung Pintar Group, and I'm going to share our case study with DataHub and how we develop the Redash source connector here. Next. Yeah, this is some few things about Bizzy and which is now part of Warung Pintar Group. Bizzy was founded in 2015, and it was a B2B marketplace. And then we have several multiple company restructures. There's a mergers, there's sales, and then acquired by Warung Pintar into early to 2021. Now we are serving around 600 brands, FMCG brands, and serving around 230K of retailers across Indonesia. So actually, we have two kind of business here. One is the supply side, which is working with the distributor and the FMCG brand, and the other thing is we work with the retail part, which is we call it warung. Warung is actually in Indonesian word for grocery retailers. Yeah, next. Yeah, this is the data ecosystem at Warung Pintar Group and Bizzy. So we have several legacy, let's say legacy stack coming from existing platform from corporate enterprises like SAP, but we also have more modern architecture like cloud-based application. So we have like a mix of technology stacks. Like you can see that we have Airflow, we have still have SSIS here, and then we broke some of this stack into operational part and then the analytical part. And also we have operational domain, which is actually the ERP and the application databases. We do some batch processing in operational data engineering and stream processing, which is actually quite different from most analytical data engineering. We also touch the production database, like updating data, synchronized data from multiple sources. And we also change the capture from the application database using Kafka Connect and sync it into multiple things like operational reporting DBs, and then also write into the BigQuery, which is processed by Airflow to be served by several BI and reporting tools. You can see that we have multiple reporting services. Like we have the old stack like legacy SQL Server reporting services. We have Metabase, we have Redash, and also we have Jupyter. Why we have so much stack here? Because we've been through multiple merge and sales, and we need to maintain most of it because the users still need to use it. That's why metadata and then the lineage things is pretty important here, so we can understand easier for all the data. Yeah, next. So why we need the data catalog in Bizzy? Because the first one is we have like endless repeated question from anyone, like where the data is, how it is produced, who owns it, and the question is like repeated every day from different person, and we keep answering it. And then it's also difficult to look for lineage and impact analysis, like because we have lots of data source and a lot of reporting that use the data. It's quite difficult to search if we want to change a data or modify a data. What is the impact for the other for the application, for the reporting, something like that. Yeah, thanks. So this is our journey with data catalog things. at the beginning of 2020, we just create like a simple manual data lineage on Google Sheets, and then we moved to do some POC with Apache Atlas, but we found that it was too complex and too Hadoop at the time, so we stopped the POC. And then we also doing some POC with Amundsen, but at the time it wasn't really answering what we need. And then actually at the end of 2020, we found DataHub, and then we start doing POC and then development with DataHub. Next. So this is some reason why we choose DataHub. Mostly because DataHub pretty much match with our data set, like mostly like Kafka Connect and BigQuery and Kafka, because DataHub use Kafka a lot, right? So like it's really matched with our requirement. And then the no-code ingestion, the YAML recipes, that's really helpful for us. And then the development of the source connector and sync connector, it's really helpful. The documentation was really helpful. And then the other features that we are really love is we can show the dashboard link from the app, and then click to it, and then we will brought right into the dashboard itself. And then now we have the role-based access, and we can limit what user can do. That's just really awesome right now. Yeah, next. So this is our DataHub integrations usage here at Warung Pintar Group. We have databases, mostly RDBMSs like MySQL, SQL Server, Postgres. We also have BigQuery, Kafka, and there are two source integration that we contributed. That is Kafka Connect and Redash. What we love from DataHub is it's actually highly customizable. The basic is actually, as long as you can construct the URL strings, then you'll be fine. And then previously we have several legacy lineage stored in the Google Sheet, and we just parse it into MCAs, and we have that lineage right into the DataHub. Even if the source is actually not working as plugin, we just push it directly to DataHub MCAs. Yeah, next. So why we develop Redash integration? Because after the merge, we found that Warung Pintar Group use Redash a lot, from data analyst to product teams to HR teams. They use Redash a lot. They practically love to learn SQL, and they can use Redash quite good. And it's actually developed based on the superset source. And then the other reason is actually it helped the POC to be approved internally. And right now, actually, we already deployed in a simple EC2 server. And then we are going to release it next week to get the feedback from the other teams. Yeah.
Cool. So Taufiq, I think you wanted to do maybe a quick tour of your Redash integration that you have on your end.
Okay.
I will stop the share here so you can take over.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, I hope that you can see my screen right now. Yeah, this is the example of the recipes of our Redash. Is you can find it in the documentation, the GitHub. Basically, what you need is the URL connection of the Redash server itself. This is the hosted, no, not the hosted Redash, but this is the open source one. And we need the API key, and then we can limit the page for testing purpose. By default, this is not limited, so it will ingest all the dashboard and chart. And we have the skip draft, optionally, if this is the default true, so if you want to ingest the draft or unpublished dashboard and chart, you can set it to false. This is the example of ingesting to console. It's pretty much like the other DataHub ingestion. If you have lots of dashboard and chart, it will take quite some time. So this is the report that we already ingest 39 chart and dashboard. So I will skip my screen. Sorry. This is our DataHub. For example, I will search a dashboard called the personal tracker. Yeah, this is a Redash dashboard. We can see the what is inside. But unfortunately, for current development, we haven't ingested the ownership for now. Then we have the view in Redash button here. We can see what is it actually. This is the Redash dashboard that's actually querying the usage of the Redash itself. So if you see here, we can see that it composed of several charts, and we also can see the lineage here. The dashboard is composed by this one chart, and if we want to see the data source, we can see that it's actually connected to the Redash Postgres backend database itself. But currently, we haven't do things like how to map to the actual table, because it's going to need SQL parsing like LookML does, but we haven't developed it right now. Yeah, I think that's the demo of the Redash.
Cool, cool. I think someday you can probably demo us the massive lineage graph that you showed me once, which I think
if you want to, yeah, I can do that right now. I already prepared that for you. So one of the few things that we hope DataHub can address that is the lineage visualization. I think for now, most of the data catalog tools actually have the same problem. If we see here, this is actually the lineage that came from our legacy lineage Google Sheets, which I just push it into DataHub. And if we see that this is having quite a large lineage graph, and when you have this large lineage graph, it become quite difficult to read actually. Yeah, this is one of the things that hopefully can be found the solution by DataHub teams.
Yeah, I think we will ship people Oculus glasses so they can fly through these kind of lineage graphs soon.
Yeah, for example,
that,
like
that would be the next month's demo, yeah. Right, John? All right, but yeah, point completely taken. I think yes, lineage graphs they look beautiful until they become incomprehensible, and I think that's something we as an entire industry have to actually tackle. Yeah. Cool. Let's move on to the rest of the slides, and I will share them here. Okay. I think we already talked about this.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is DataHub developer experience coming from me and our team. Actually, the contribution for Kafka Connect source was my first open source contribution ever. Actually, for GitHub things, yeah. And I felt that the community is very welcoming. They are very supportive. I even got some private message and like Sishanka asked me, do I still want to contribute something like that? It's very supportive, yeah. And the documentation is very helpful, like how to add new engagement source. It's really helpful in the standard way. Yeah, yeah. This is our to-dos and future works. For internal, we currently being in POC state. We are still in POC state, but we will socialize and get users feedback starting from next week. And I hope that this will give impacts for our organization. And expectation for DataHub, yeah, we already talked about the lineage for the large graphs. And then we also interested in operational data quality metrics, something like lagging metrics and then row count, something like that. Yeah, just to check for the anomaly on daily basis, something like that. Yeah, that's all for me. Thank you so much.